He was in a bright white room with a mirror next to him. Suddenly, though, another figure walked into frame. They were wearing a mask and a crimson uniform. They pulled gloves out of their pocket and put them on. By this point, everything in my body was telling me to stop watching, but I continued anyway. The figure picked up a scalpel from the table and started making large cuts into their flesh. I watched as the man first lost his fingers and then his arms. His screams filled the room as blood spilled all over the once white floor. I couldn't take it anymore. I closed the laptop and quickly ran back to my room and locked the door. I couldn't believe what I had just seen. Fear quickly consumed me as I tried to think of any reason why my brother would be watching a video like that. At first I considered that it could be a movie, but I deferred. The sounds of bones breaking and flesh being ripped through were too real to be from a movie. Maybe he had a reason to explain all of it, but I knew I couldn't ask him. There was only one option I had left. The next morning when Bronny wasn't home, I went into the kitchen to speak to my dad. I told him about the video I had seen and I told him about everything. At first, his face turned to a nervous expression and it was like he was worried about something. But it quickly changed to one that was more calm and relaxed. "You don't need to worry about that. Bronny is taking a criminology class this year and that's just something they have to show people," he said in an innocent tone. "Are you sure though, Dad? It looked so real and there was so much blood?" I replied back, still not convinced. "Well, of course it looks real. How else do you think people are supposed to get used to being around blood?" he said back. That answer made sense to me and made me start to reconsider everything. Maybe I was wrong, and maybe it really was just for his college class. I decided to brush it off and just forget about it all. After that talk with my dad, it was like the visits from Bronny at night stopped. Normally they would happen twice a month, but there hadn't been one in 3 months. That was until tonight. Now usually I would be asleep when he visited, but